There's a new earnings opportunity for you and I as Dashers, maybe, because it depends if you're part of the certain group that gets this. So you got to let me know in the live chat or down below in the comments if you're watching the replay. Did you get this? This just went live yesterday. So I appreciate you being here. My name is Mike. I've been doing gig work and researching the gig economy for over 10 years now. I started here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 2015. Brand new, a DoorDash Dasher Personal Shopper program. So this is, yes, a new opportunity to earn. It's going to, quote, boost your earnings. Is it worth it? What is it? Who qualifies? How do you do it? Can you opt out if you don't like it? Is this the way of the future for DoorDash? More and more shopping? All of that in this video. Let me know where you're watching from. So this email just went out days ago. Let me know if you got this email. And I think this is a good reason to make sure you get emails, notifications from these companies, because you don't want to miss out if they're announcing new stuff. Boost your earnings. Hello, Dasher. You're eligible to participate in Personal Shopper, a limited time pilot, brand new folks, that lets customers schedule grocery orders directly with you. Because of your recent customer feedback, you're part of a small group of Dashers eligible to participate. And we can see some Dashers commenting here. Sub-Zero says, I got an email about DoorDash returns. That's another thing. There's a bunch of programs. Let me know if you got this Personal Shopper one though. So, okay, based on feedback, this is orders directly with you, and it's a small group of Dashers eligible. Let's continue. Here's the actual breakdown stating that you are eligible. And here's how Personal Shopper works. Let's check this out. And by the way, this is directly from DoorDash in their email, and I have their official support page in this video as well about this new Personal Shopper program. Here's how it works. Let's check this out. Customers who favorited you can schedule grocery orders directly with you. I mean, you're going to have to let me know, do you like shopping orders? It's been now leveled up to Pro Shopper, grocery, there's retail, there's alcohol, there's pet. There's a lot of different types of shopping, but this really pertains to grocery. So let me know. Do you like grocery shopping on DoorDash? Do you do Instacart? Do you do Ships, Uber Eats shopping? And this has been around for what, 4 years or so, this shopping niche. So it looks like they're leaning into this and growing this even more. Submit your availability each week. We'll send reminders every Friday and Saturday. So firstly, you need to set your availability. We'll go over how to do that. And then you're going to get reminders. Hey, you set your schedule, and let's continue here. You'll also earn an extra $25 on every single completed Personal Shopper order. How does that sound? So this made me kind of think of flash offers, where they'd send you offers when you're offline to incentivize you to go online, and they tack on like 10 extra bucks, 15 extra bucks. DoorDash is saying an extra $25 on every completed Personal Shopper order. And by the way, that's on top of your standard earnings. Pro tip, add a headshot to your Dasher profile. Customers who favorited you, remember, these are customers who favorited you as a shopper. You're going to set your availability. They see, oh, Mike's free from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. I'm going to place my order in that window so I could have Mike deliver it and shop for it. So the customers who favorited you will see your photo in the app when they go to schedule you. Should you do that? I'd say yeah. You know, it's a little bit of personability, put a face to the name, 100%. So if you're going to be going for this personal shopper thing, yes, I would upload a nice headshot, right? Like this angle you're looking at right here. Nice headshot, smile at the camera, you know, just take a nice picture. I would 100% do this because we're leaning into customer service here. So Joshua likes shopping, and Christine says, hey, this is like Shipped. Echoing what Joshua said there about Shipped shopping, Target-owned company there. But let's lean back to DoorDash here. So let's talk about this $25 in extra pay. Do you think that would be worth it? Remember, this is on every single order. What do you think about this? And I see your comments in the live chat. Stay tuned to the end. I want to make sure everyone gets the info. We'll do a Q&A at the end. I do see a question here. What markets, how many customers favorited me, et cetera, et cetera. $25 isn't even shown in the offer. That from Paper, regular viewer. Thank you for that. So we'll definitely get to that after we get to this info. Speaking of, your $25 rewards will be paid separately as a weekly payout along your normal earnings. This program launches, listen to this and like this video if you're getting value. If you appreciate me bringing this to you first, definitely like this video. Consider sharing it as well. Tap or click that share button to share this with someone who's doing DoorDash right now. This program launches yesterday. This is brand new, June 1st, and we'll send your first availability reminder soon. Remember, they send those reminders out, I believe, on Friday to set your availability for the following week. I actually have more details on that shortly, so hang with me. Make sure you are opted into push notifications and they are turned on to get alerted when it's time to subject your availability. So, you know, you can go to settings, do that right now, by the way. If you got this email, do that. Go into your Dasher app, go into settings, and make sure you have push notifications turned on. It's like that little phone notification. They just send you little pop-ups and stuff like that. Make sure you have that turned on so you're fully able to see everything here. So how does this work on like an actual walkthrough, like granular level here? Here's what we know about DoorDash Personal Shopper program. Now this, again, this is taken directly from a brand new support page detailing this Personal Shopper program. I'll leave that linked in the show notes, but I want to go through this with you and go through what's most important in my opinion here. So, a new way for top shoppers to dash. Earn $25 on top of every personal shopper order. Right off the bat, do I think that's always going to be there? No. So if you got this personal shopper thing and you like shopping, I would 100% take advantage of that because I don't think a $25 extra incentive is going to be there forever. I would say maybe 6 months. So make as much money as you can when you're getting that insane bonus. It's on top of extra pay, by the way. That's huge. That's huge. Why are you getting this? You're one of the highest rated shoppers in your market. When customers were asked, would you want this Dasher to shop for you again? On their recent grocery orders, they said yes consistently. So when customers are surveyed in one of several ways, I'm sure, if they're indicating that you're a preferred shopper, then you are opted into this program. That feedback from the customer is the reason you're included. We're launching a pilot program where those customers can book orders with you directly. And you've been, here's a question answered for you, automatically enrolled based on your record. So if you got this email, push notification, something in your Dasher app about personal shopper, you are automatically enrolled based on being a high rated shopper. There's nothing you need to do to join. You're already in. Participation is fully up to you, though. If you for whatever reason, you just don't want to do this, you decide whether to submit a weekly schedule. And you can opt out anytime. Good flexibility there. So again, you're like, I don't really feel like submitting my schedule this week, because then your customers, your favorited customers, see that schedule and they place the grocery order within that schedule. You're like, well, I got a lot of things going on. I don't really know how my schedule's looking this week, or I want to take the week off, or I just want to dash now regularly. Then you don't have to set that schedule. What the program is. Personal Shopper pairs you with specific customers for scheduled grocery deliveries. Why is this nice? Because you might have gotten, you actually have to comment this in the live chat or the comments down below. You might have also recently gotten access to Assign Ahead catering, which are catering offers scheduled ahead. Now, catering can be wonderful pay margins. Grocery shopping can be strong pay margins. And generally, shopping pays more than food delivery offers. And that actually is per DoorDash. So if I'm dashing and I like to have predictability of, hey, I have a shop tomorrow, I got to shop in 2 days, I have that predictability. The same thing with Assign Ahead. I got a catering offer in 2 days that pays $58. Awesome. I have a little bit more stability there. Each week, you tell us when you're available. Customers who favorited you can book those slots for the coming week. So again, they'll see your schedule. Sweet, they're free. This time to this time, I'll book my grocery order then with them. When they place an order, they can schedule it ahead with you. No competing with other dashers. It's already yours. Again, if you like shopping, frankly, whether you're a pro shopper or not, or if you're interested in trying shopping, this could be good. No competing with other dashers. Again, they go a little bit more predictability. A new part of your dash. You keep taking other offers, dash whatever other times you want, and accept or decline like you do today. Personal shopping just adds scheduled hours you've committed to. So again, flexibility, like you can dash how you want. You can do earn by time, earn per offer. You can cherry pick. You can do whatever you want. You can do food delivery, other shops. This is just in addition to that. What you get: an extra $25 on every personal shopper order. You earn an additional $25 reward on top of your standard pay for every completed personal shopper order. Why is that so important? Because again, shopping generally can pay pretty good. Still want you to be smart. Manage the grocery list. Don't take too many items, not enough pay. Still consider the mileage, consider the store. Do I know that store? The navigation, substitutions, etc. I still want you to be smart with the offers you accept, of course. But every single offer on top of regular pay, $25 incentive. And again, I'm telling you, you heard it here. I would give it maybe 6 months. I don't know how long that incentive is going to be around. And frankly, it's going to be around for less than that. We do have the timeline on this program later here. So stay tuned. Your regular grocery delivery pay and customer tips work exactly the same as a standard grocery order. The $25 is added on top of that. How that reward is paid? The $25 reward is not displayed on the offer screen. At the time you accept, it is not displayed. Now, the flash offers, it is, to my recollection, it is shown on the offer screen. It says, includes $10 flash boost. Okay, that was another kind of new pilot program. This is not shown on that offer screen. During this pilot, the offer screen will show you the standard pay only. The reward is paid out separately as a single bulk amount at the end of each week on top of your normal earnings. Each week, you'll receive a confirmation showing how many personal shopper orders you completed and the total reward paid. That's good because like we just want to make sure we're getting the full owed amount. So I would also keep track yourself just to be sure. Like, okay, I did 6 orders this week because all I do is shop and I have a good amount of customers. Like, think about that. If you have a good amount of customers that favorited you, you might have a good amount of personal shops. And then each one of them gets $25. And then you can say, okay, I have 6 of them this week, and then it should break it down for you. It'll say 6 times 25. There is the additional pay that's awarded at the end of the week. Again, I would just keep track yourself, but that's what DoorDash says here. What do you think so far? What do you think of this personal shopper thing? Do you shop? And if not, like myself, I don't really shop here. Might this encourage you to do more shops? Like, oh, wow, they're really pushing shops. This is a good bonus. And stay tuned. I'm going to be testing DoorDash Shop and Deliver here on the channel. So make sure to subscribe. Predictable hours. You set your own schedule. You know when you're working and why. Remember, you set your schedule for the customer. Recognition. This program exists because of customer feedback. You're here because customers asked for you. Again, this is for a small group of the highest rated shoppers. How it works week to week. Friday, here you go. Here's when you're going to get the notification. You can share your availability for the following week through a short form. They'll remind you. From what I've researched, again, this just went live yesterday. It's, like they said, a push notification. The little things that get sent to your phone, little notification. Don't miss it. Have that thing turned on. You tap on that. You set your schedule on Friday. Now, if you haven't done that, Sunday will send you a reminder to submit your schedule for the coming week. Now, Brad asks, did I get this? I did not. And actually, thank you to the 2 Dashers that sent me this info at yourdrivermike.com if you have any breaking pilot programs, if you want to send that over. Info at yourdrivermike.com. We are a team. I am one person in one marketplace. So thank you to them. And thank you for being here. So Sunday, they'll remind you, hey, Mike, set your schedule for the coming week so your favorited customers can see your schedule and they can order with you. There you go. When a customer orders in one of your slots, so what happens? You get a push right away with the order details. I believe they probably mean push notification. Like as soon as they order, you get a notification. Susan ordered with you, Giant Eagle. Here's the info. Thursday at 6 p.m. So as soon as they order, you get that notification, even if the delivery isn't for a couple of days. Again, wonderful because it adds that predictability in your schedule. Great. Thursday, I got that order, Susan's order. She's friendly. I got to see the dog again. And she tips well, right? That order is yours when the time comes. Dash normally in the meantime. Closer to delivery. A reminder push goes out. Then the offer opens in your Dasher app about 15 minutes before the shift starts. Now, that's kind of similar to some catering apps. The catering app will send you the offer, let's say, a day before, sometimes 2 days before. You claim it, and then they'll send you a reminder the day of. Hey, you got this thing later. Go online. Be ready by such and such time. So DoorDash is going to say, okay, closer to the delivery. Hey, reminder, you got Susan's delivery about 15 minutes before the shift starts, and you'll see it by navigating to your schedule and going to the offers tab. Shop the order, deliver it. And then again, the $25 is added separately at the end of the week. If something changes, update your availability before customers book the slot. If something comes up midweek, you can submit an updated schedule. And actually, this gets me thinking. Let's go a little bit off the schedule here. Let me show you what I have for flash offer scheduling. And you're going to have to let me know in the live chat or the comments if your availability, if you have this, if it looks similar. So what you can do is go to preferences. If you have flash offers, it's going to look like that. Now see how it says, set your time and location. I'm wondering if it's going to look similar to this. So if I tap on that, here's my availability for flash offers. So if you have this personal shopper program, let me know if the scheduling looks similar to this. It probably would for congruency, but here's the flash offers availability. So if I need to change something, I just tap on the day and I can change the time right there. Or I can turn off the entire day as well. So if something changes again, boom, you go in there, you change it. Moving on. And if you're just joining, we're going over DoorDash's brand new personal shopper program announced days ago. It just went live yesterday. So Dashers should be getting these notifications to set their schedule in the coming days. So let me know if you have this. End of the week, of course, as you know, if we've been saying, the $25 is paid out at the end of the week. What customers want, though? Okay, let's see what the customers want here. These customers requested you specifically. Here are some tips to maintain high shopping quality and customer satisfaction. Be available to fulfill your personal shopper orders. Makes sense. The same thing, like I said, with catering. If you grab that order on Monday for Wednesday, now Wednesday comes around, they send a reminder like DoorDash is going to do here, and you're changing stuff, you're canceling. That's one of the worst things you can do in those catering apps, because like it's usually for an event, a party, a lunch and learn at an office. It's pretty important that you complete the catering run. So for this shop, similarly, they're like, hey, we're giving you access to these customers that favorited you. We give you these offers ahead of time. Please be available to fulfill your orders. Shop with care, read item notes, pick the best available product, treat perishables and fragile items like you'd want yours treated. Yeah, probably know this if you're one of the top rated shoppers anyway. Communicate clearly. If something's out of stock, message the customer and confirm a substitution before swapping. Same for anything that needs their input. Now, that's one of the cons of shopping that I just did an Instacart shift. We have more Instacart coming as well. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles in the gig economy. Again, make sure to subscribe here because I test them all for you. You might get hung up on substitutions. Again, you're a top-rated shopper. You should know how this goes. But solid customers also know the process. And they make themselves available to be by their phone and their device to communicate any substitutions with you. Lastly, what to do now if you got, this personal shopper thing sounds pretty interesting. Predictable pay, $25 extra. Nothing is required to be enrolled. You already are. To actually start receiving personal shopper orders, watch for our Friday message. And again, if this just went live yesterday, the first message is obviously coming this Friday, to my understanding. So you have to follow up with us down below in the comments. Asking for that weekly availability to submit your hours by, there's the deadline, by Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday, there comes the prompt, push notification, set your schedule, possibly looking like the flash offer thing that I showed you. Make sure to do that by Sunday at 10. What I would do is I would set a reminder in your phone. I'd set a recurring reminder. Just what? DoorDash shopping schedule. Set DoorDash shopping schedule. Put that in your phone every day. Ideally just on Friday. Just knock it out on Friday. Customers can then book your scheduled slots for the following week. You can do this every week, some weeks, or never. It's up to you. And then again, there's the information about a photo. I would recommend adding a photo, but it is optional. Not interested. If you're like, you don't have to send me the prompts, guys, the push notifications. I really don't care. I'm a top rated shopper, but I don't want to do this. I don't know why you'd opt out. I mean, this is already sent to top rated shoppers. So you're already shopping. Chances are you're going to continue to shop. I mean, hey, it's, do what you want. But if you don't want to do it, email, there you go, and we'll remove you from the program. Opting out doesn't affect your regular dashing in any way. Welcome in, everyone. Again, stay tuned for a Q&A after this. If you want access to all past Q&A sessions, click or tap the join button. To join as a channel member, now is the best time to join as a channel member. Lots of members only content coming. And thank you for a record number of channel members. Click or tap that join button down below. Now you can see the terms down here. You can read the whole thing if you want. I just highlighted a few things. I don't know if you saw it. We have a timeline. They gave us a timeline. Check this out. They said this pilot is available only in select US markets from June 1st, 2026 through July 13th, 2026. So about a month and a half, unless modified or ended earlier by DoorDash. So there you go. It's for a month and a half or so, yesterday, June 1st through July 30th, 2026. Now, like a lot of these programs, I haven't really seen, I've done DoorDash since 2018. Again, on my first gig apps, Uber and Lyft in 2015. Speaking of DoorDash though, respectively, I haven't really seen them end a pilot early per se, but they have extended it. They extended fuel rewards for the Crimson Card. Some programs start as a pilot and get expanded. More macro, more markets, more dashers, right? I feel like this could certainly be expanded. Again, that is my initial take. If this goes well, if there's a good feedback from customers and dashers, and hold on, I got some concerns from dashers in a second, so don't leave this video. But if it's overwhelmingly positive, I can see this being expanded. Think about other programs that have been expanded as well. Eligible dashers receive an additional $25 reward. Okay, yes, per completed qualifying order. Anyway, speaking of, I went hunting for some early dasher reactions. Dashers were talking, hey, I got this email, I got this personal shopper thing. What's going on? And I see your reactions in the live chat as well. But let's see what some of these dashers were saying, and you can let me know if you agree with this or not. So I was scouring some reactions on Reddit talking about, hey, what's this email? What is this personal shopper thing? And here's what some dashers said. One user who is apparently in Dash Roots, which is kind of interesting. That's more of an inner circle, kind of a representative group for legislation and benefits and stuff like that. There's also a DoorDash Community Council. Dash Roots is more like legislative and regulatory advisors, but they can also be dashers. This user says, if it goes how it was explained at the Dash Root meeting, kind of a little inside scoop here apparently, it should be profitable for dashers and a better experience for the customer. Basically, schedule their hours of availability, then the customer schedules their groceries within your time frame. It's then sent to you to accept or decline in advance or even the same day. Base is $25 plus tip. Now that's, remember, I don't think that's exactly accurate, because the $25 is in addition to regular pay. The $25, to my understanding, is not simply the base pay, which is fantastic base pay still, but To my understanding, and again, this is why I need your help, so comment down below or in the live chat that, well, we haven't really gotten orders yet, so come back to this video and comment in the live chat, that it's in addition to regular pay. Regular pay has its own base pay. So the way I'm reading this is you will get your base pay, customer tip, hopefully some stackable bonuses, like maybe there's peak pay going on or something, and then you'll also get on top of that the $25. Customers are able to tip before or after, and Dashers are told the name of the customer at schedule/offer. So again, it'll tell you like, hey, like Susan favorited you. She has an order that she selected you for Thursday. Would you like to accept or decline? Now, interestingly, the reply here said, another user, and having the customer pick their Dasher would help. Most people most likely pick the same Dashers after a good experience or two. I love a good customer that is on their phone, ready for substitutions, or that has a certain things they want. Makes life so much easier. They can already pick shoppers for them, so why not just make it more of a schedule? I would prefer to have certain times blocked off for this. I'm skeptical of everything they do, but maybe this would finally help both the customer and Dasher out. Now, not everyone's quite so supportive. Some say like, well, I think it's a great idea. I wish Instacart would do it. Instacart had it. It did not go well. And apparently that program was called Favorite Shopper. Now, it gets even more pessimistic, we'll say. Another user commented, again, referring to Instacart, Instacart tried this and quickly and quietly canceled it. Probably they noticed a little pattern with the shoppers all the customers seem to want. And listen to this. Yep. Wow, that girl was hot. I'm going to book her every time. And you can read the rest there. Also, just like you're basically just letting them know like exactly when and where you're going to be. They're a stranger, especially when and where you're going to be is at their house. Now, maybe that's a little bit more aggressively cynical, but I did not have experience with Instacart's Favorite Shopper. If they discontinued it quickly, you kind of would wonder why, though. I mean, with really any work niche, we want to make sure that workers remain professional, customers remain professional. So is that a possibility? Sure. But I wanted to show you that because that was a bit more pessimistic. Speaking of, another Dasher says, with 49 in agreeance, something tells me that this will end up being problematic. Please, no more problems. Ain't we got enough? And again, certainly not speaking for the entirety of Dashers. This is just one kind of response on a Reddit thread. So let me know if you're kind of for or against this personal shopping thing. And speaking of, would you try DoorDash Personal Shopping? I want to take your questions here in a second. So get your questions ready in the live chat. Put a Q, put a question mark, or just let me know your question about this personal shopping thing. Here's my initial verdict on this. As someone who doesn't shop a lot, but I've shopped before. I've done grocery before. I get it. And you're a top-rated shopper. So a top-rated shopper is most likely going to have more volume and or better ratings. Probably a combination of both. Like they're taking more shops. They're probably a pro shopper, if not close to it, or they're just doing like a good amount of shops. And then not only that, but they're getting, yes, good ratings and feedback from the customer. The customers are tipping well. They're rating the Dashers well. And I'm not sure if they have the ability to do this, but some apps you can put like little tags like, professional delivery, handled with care, stuff like that. I know you can do that as a customer with food delivery on like Uber Eats and stuff. So maybe they're sending over a lot of good compliments as well. So all of that combined, again, DoorDash said, leads to you being automatically opted into this. Initial verdicts, I do think this is a good thing. You get $25 extra per shop, which is wonderful. $25 extra. It is literally, it's rewarding Dashers who they're doing such a good job, or they just left a good impression. And sometimes it just means being professional. Like you didn't put their stuff in front of their door. You made sure nothing was damaged. And then the customer just favorited you. It could be as simple as that. You don't even have to necessarily go crazy above and beyond. You know, we're not talking about like, oh, they put down a velvet carpet and put my groceries on there. And they had a little, like no, it's pretty simple here. This work is pretty simple. It just showed care that you took care of their groceries. You're prompt with substitutions. You made sure you got like good produce and stuff. And it rewards those Dashers with a very good, I'm sure, temporary $25 bonus. Don't forget this. It rewards them with predictability. I mean, think about this. The only other predictability we have right now is what? We have the ability to schedule, but that's not earnings predictability. That's just the ability to go online. So the only earnings predictability we have right now, yes, assign ahead catering. That's a little bit new though. Assign ahead. It's earned by time. I mean, we have earned by time, still not necessarily guaranteed to get offers. I can only decline once per hour. This is another leg of predictability. Is like, hey, you have a shop now. You have maybe even an assign ahead catering offer now. So it's adding to a platform that has very good fluidity, very good flexibility. You know, go online, offline, whenever you want. But now you still have that flexibility and fluidity, but now you have a little bit more predictability. I don't think it's going to make or break your earnings. I don't think it's going to just change all your offers to grocery. Maybe DoorDash, if you didn't know this, they are experimenting, to my knowledge. Let me know if this is indeed the case. They're experimenting with a filter for Platinum Dashers to only do shopping. So it's like the other end where I can turn off shopping. They can turn off other offers and just do shopping. I've said this for about 3 or 4, probably 4 years now, when DoorDash started introducing these new verticals, they call it shopping, alcohol, retail, pet, grocery, that this was something that they're going to keep doing. They continue to talk about this. They continue to expand grocery partnerships. Shopping is going nowhere. Shopping is only going to expand in all of those niches, not just grocery, but all of those niches. It's going to continue to expand. So we're seeing things like Pro Shopper. We're seeing things like this personal shopper program. You get some extra pay and you get rewarded for providing good service. And that's echoed by the customer who favorites you. Now I'm trying to think of some cons. I'm trying to give you a neutral stance as I do here. Cons. Does it add more complexity to who gets offers? Let's think about that. So if you're not getting favorited, think about this. If you're not getting favorited, are you missing out on offers? Shopping offers? I could say, yeah. I could say yes or no. If you're not favorited, it's almost like if I'm not a ranked gold, silver, platinum, whatever Dasher, am I missing out on offers? Again, kind of, yeah, because they're getting priority. So for shopping, there's already Pro Shopper, they get priority, but then Dashers who have favorited customers, or customers that favorite them, they're getting priority because the offers are going to them. So if you're in the shopping space, again, my point is, does it add more complexity to getting offers versus like, I don't want to have to be Pro Shopper. I don't want to have to be someone's favorited, hearted shopper, they have a little picture of me in their kitchen with my face in it. Best Dasher ever. I'm joking, but does it have more complexity? Let's find out. Let's enter our Q&A session and let's hear what you're saying.